Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm shooting at full HD 1080p with the brand new Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, and this is the Snapdragon 650 version. There was the older version, the MediaTek X10 Helio, which was released a few months ago, but this is the new version, like I said, with the Snapdragon 650, and it has a 16 megapixel camera as compared to the 13 megapixel on the X10 Helio version, and also the aperture is f2.0 for both the front and the back cameras. So let's have a look, guys. Let's move around, walk around a bit. The phone, the camera, by the way, has no optical image stabilization, so obviously it's relying on the sensor that it has inbuilt. It does have autofocus and also tap to focus. At the moment I got it set up on autofocus, so let's walk a bit and see how the camera performs. Luckily it's a sunny day today, and we don't get that kind of days in UK that very often. As you can see up in the sky, the sun is out in full glory. There's no clouds, nothing at all, blue skies and lovely weather. One of those rare days in the UK that we have today. Don't get to see the sun that often. Okay, so let's bring the camera down close to the leaves here and now have a look and see how the phone performs. So as you can see, guys, it took a bit of while for the camera to focus. Even though the leaves are moving, there's a bit of wind, but still the camera is doing fairly well. Initially it took it a few seconds. As you can see, it's also still trying to focus. There's a bit of focus hunting going on, but still decent enough. Considering the price of the phone, it's only a £200 phone. I think the camera is doing pretty well. The colors, the contrast ratio is pretty natural, pretty nice, and the movement of the leaf is being captured fairly well in a very decent manner, and not too bad. There you go, a bit of focus hunting again, but once it stabilizes, then it's not a problem. Good. Okay, so let's move further down. I'm sure you can hear a bit of music in the background as well, so I hope you can hear me clearly. I think the phone has stereo recording, not too sure, but I think it has a stereo mic inside. Okay, let's have a look here, if you can focus somewhere here. There you go, guys, a couple of seconds, taking its time. There we go. Bit of hunting a few times. It's a bit bouncy though, focusing. It goes in, comes out, goes in, comes out again, and then eventually it focuses. This one is a slightly smaller flower, obviously it takes a bit of a while, but there you go. So not too bad. As long as you keep your hand steady and you wait for a while and show a bit of patience, I'm sure the camera can do a decent enough job. There we go. So the autofocus kicks in again, and the camera is doing a fairly decent job. Video is a bit jumpy at times with focus. There's a non-stop focus hunting going on, I can see now. But once it gets close to an object, then it is able to focus it in a much better way. As you can see here now on the wood, it's trying it a few times. There you go. But once it stabilizes, there you go, it stays on there for a while. Yeah, you got to keep your hand steady. I think if you use a tripod with this phone, probably the results are going to be far better. But for a budget device, I think it's not too bad. Doing a decent enough job. As long as you have good lighting conditions, I'm sure the phone will do fairly nice, not too bad. Moving the camera around, you can see, there you go, up in the sky. Bring the camera back down again. So the change of exposure, overall contrast ratio, brightness, the colors seem to be decent enough, not too bad. Focusing is at times a bit of a problem, a bit of hunting going on, but eventually it is able to stay steady once you have your hand steady and you're focusing on that object. So now, guys, I've enabled tap to focus instead of autofocus. I want to see how tap to focus performs on the phone. So let's bring the phone close to the leaf, guys, here, and just tap on the screen to focus. There we go. As soon as I tap to focus, the focus remains intact. As you can see on the autofocus, it was constantly hunting non-stop, whereas on tap to focus, the focus stays intact and your video quality remains intact as well. So if you're annoyed with autofocus and you can see a bit of focus hunting going on, you can always tap to focus to enjoy your video. So let's have a look at this wooden branch here. Again, tap to focus, guys. There we go. It focuses and it stays on there for a while. It doesn't change the focus. So if you're annoyed with autofocus, guys, if you see the phone is hunting a bit too much, like you saw earlier in the video, then you are obviously more than welcome to use autofocus instead, and that will greatly help your video quality a lot. Okay, so let's try this once more here again. On this branch here, tap to focus, boom, there you go, and the focus stays intact with no issues whatsoever. So guys, if you use tap to focus, I'm sure your video quality is going to be far much better than autofocus. At least there will be no focus hunting. So guys, if you like my video, like always, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and like always, guys, please subscribe as it helps, and I shall see you in the next video.